Hey everybody, it's Yasmin here, just putting on some lip gloss. How is everybody today? I'm pretty good. I kind of, at this stage, I really feel like I need at this stage I feel I need a trip to the beauty salon. How are you all feeling? Or, you know, some lovely person to come over and give me a blow dry. But we all know that is not going to happen anytime soon. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Kathy, Julie, Alicia, Jam Jar. I love that name. Yeah, chanting was great. Chanting was great. We've started a new thing in chanting, which I'm going to continue, where we do a little bit of a reading about mantra before we chant our mantra, which I'm really enjoying. And yesterday and today I was reading a little bit from this book by Michael Mastro and Robin Mastro called The Way of Vastu. So Vastu, if you don't know, is kind of like Indian feng shui. Feng shui is more famous, but Vastu actually came first. And I used to write a feng shui column in the Sunday Telegraph many years ago, like 20 years ago. And so I learned a fair bit about it. I was just asked to write it and I wrote it. So I just researched it. I was a journalist back in the day and, you know, I knew how to research. So I just researched it. So it was always very interesting. But one thing that I didn't like about feng shui, and I hope I'm not going to offend anyone by saying this, but the thing is, in feng shui, you kind of like everybody has a best direction and all this. You have your qua number and your best direction and all that. And, you know, it kind of, I don't know, it just didn't appeal to me, this whole thing of, oh, you know, you should sit facing that way and you should sit facing that way. Like if you've got a husband and wife, as it happens, my husband and I are both, I think, either the same number or the same qua number, or we just have the same best direction. So, you know, that's fine for us. But if you had, you know, a couple and she should be facing north and he should be facing south and all that stuff, it was all a bit difficult. Anyway, that all turns out to have been kind of stuff that they've added to feng shui from the original, which is Vastu, which I've been learning about in the last, I don't know, 12 months. And it does have a lot in common with feng shui, but it's not the same. And for one thing, there are only really two really good directions that everybody should face in, and I'm pretty sure they're north and east. So, you know, no problem. And then there's one, you shouldn't sleep with your head. Anyway, I won't go into it all now because I don't want to give you the wrong information. But I'm pretty sure what I just told you is correct. It's just, it does get a bit confusing because I'm always trying to remember it from feng shui, and there are some correlations and there are some clashes. Yeah. The other thing that I really love about Vastu is that, as in life, everything can be healed. So what does that mean? Well, in feng shui, it can be quite a thing, you know, if things aren't quite sort of going right, it's a bit of a problem. Whereas with Vastu, what they do, it's amazing. And, you know, for those of us who love chanting and mantras and yantras and all that, what they do is amazing. You basically can use cures. And effectively what they are, I didn't plan to talk about this today, so I'm not very well prepared. I don't have all the pages picked out and stuff. But basically, those of you who've been chanting with me or hearing about chanting, you know that when we chant, we're basically not chanting words, we're chanting a vibration. And so there, for example, that's what's called a yantra. All right, that's a yantra. That's actually a Lakshmi yantra for abundance. And so there are yantras for all the planets. So that also really appeals to me because in feng shui we didn't really work with the planets, whereas Vastu we work with the planets. And so you get these little planetary yantras which you can put in various parts of your house to kind of boost the energy. And guess what? You can also do chanting for the planets in the particular parts of your house. So it's really up my street. In fact, I'm thinking about doing Michael Mastro's big course that he does. Anyway, that's the book. It's called The Way of Vastu. It's really simple. It's not complicated. Anybody who wants to grab it, just grab it. It's really good. And Robin and Michael are amazing, amazing people. I don't know them personally, but we've met on Zoom and Facebook and all that many times. So there you go. What I actually wanted to talk about today kind of ties into that. It's because I'm getting together the 7-day Moonology Manifesting Challenge. And can I just say, it's free, by the way. Some people were asking me how much it costs. It's free. We've decided to do it for free. We're actually going to put it in the members area of my Sun, Moon and Stars portal. So we're kind of going to record it live, and it's really going to be a course that people can refer back to, but you'll be able to watch it for free as I shoot it for the Sun, Moon and Stars area. So if you're in the Sun, Moon and Stars area, you will have this for forever once we're done. And if you're not, you know, might be a good time to sign up. And I don't even know the URL for that, but maybe I can give you that tomorrow. Or I'll add it to the description. I figured out why I never know if it's above or below. It's because sometimes it's below and sometimes it's to the side. But anyway, I'll add it there. No, I don't. I don't even think I've got a short URL for you. Sorry. But anyway, the challenge is going to be amazing. But one thing that I was realizing, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually do like 7 days of challenges leading up to the new moon on March the 13th. So I think it's going to run, from the 7th or the 8th to the 13th or the 14th. It's around about then. So make a note in your diary if you want to do it. It's free. It'll be about 30 to 40 minutes a day. There'll be worksheets and downloads and all that. And the idea is to help people start to see how all this works, you know, and also I think it's really important, and that's what I want to talk about today, is I want to talk about healing. I think it's really important that people start to see as well something which I have learned over the past 20 years of working with the moon and manifesting, probably 21 years, or maybe 22 years, don't even want to think about it, which is that, you know, it's not about close your eyes, make a wish for a bright, shiny red Mercedes and ping, there's a bright, shiny red Mercedes in the driveway, you know, or on the outside your house. It's not like that. It's actually about bending your reality, okay? Bending your reality. And this is something I'm going to go into in the challenge. I can actually give you a URL to, I wasn't going to, but maybe I'll do a soft launch if you want to get on the wait list. Oh God, shouldn't I? It's not really finished. Anyway, let me think about that, because I kind of decided I wasn't going to, but now I'm talking about it, maybe I should. But basically what it is that, so one thing we're going to do in the challenge is we're going to start with gratitude, and then we're going to move into healing, because it's really important to heal. You know, you can't really be a very powerful manifester when you're in bits emotionally, okay? Deborah says, Drat, I really wanted that shiny black Mercedes. You can have your shiny black Mercedes. That's not a problem. You just have to believe you're worth it. You just have to believe you're worth it. And then you can get it. Do you see? So do you understand now why it's going to be so important to heal any self-doubt? Heal anything about you that you think isn't good enough, that doesn't deserve your shiny black Mercedes or whatever you want. And, you know, I always like to say, let it be said here and now, you can wish for a shiny black Mercedes. You can wish for a selection, you know, for a walk-in wardrobe full of designer handbags, if that's what you want, you know. But the idea is that you can also wish to be wiser, or to get a great spiritual teacher, or to be healthier. It doesn't matter. There's no judgment here. We are on the earth to create. And that's one of the things I want to get through in the challenge as well. People are telling me the moon is void, of course. So I won't give you the URL yet. I might as well get it done properly, you know. I'm sure there was a reason why we didn't do it. So yeah, so here where we let the fields lie fallow for a bit to get better, for healing, to regenerate for the next cycle. And so healing is so important and is one of the things we are going to be covering in the challenge, because it's really important that we heal ourselves if we want to manifest whatever it is we want to manifest. So there we go. Everyone's telling me I'm frozen, but hopefully Facebook has a magic trick so that if I freeze, it keeps recording. So if you missed something of it and you watch it again, it will be unfrozen. Talking of the void of course moon, I have found someone who is very well versed in the 1,000-year-old void of course moon definition, and I'm going to get her on my show, on my Unity radio show, hopefully next Monday, but we'll see. So that's exciting for those of you who are interested in the void of course moon. We're going to start looking at the ancient definition as opposed to the one I've used all my astrological life, which is the medieval version. But apparently there's this old one, which I actually knew about. In fact, I even mentioned it in immunology, but I never used it. I just stuck with the one that I learned. And then for a few reasons, I wanted to go back and say, okay, well, I don't think people use this very much anymore, but let's see what it was, because guess what? It was the original, so it could be interesting to explore. The one I use, just for anyone who's out there who understands astrology, I'm 99% sure, I have to look into this, but I'm pretty sure it was popularized by William Lilly, who was one of the most influential astrologers of all time. And I think that's why it pervaded astrology and kind of took over from the old 1,000-year-old method. But let's explore the 1,000-year-old method. We'll go beyond William Lilly. Why not? And I've got an expert who's going to come on and talk to us. Yes, that'll hopefully be next Monday. All right, I have the card here. Ooh, who's the card for? Ooh, who's the card for? If the card is for you, say, this card is for me. This card is for me. Anthony Reed is watching. Is that my old friend Anthony Reed? Oh my God. It tells me who's watching, Anthony. I don't mean to embarrass you, sorry. So Anthony, if it's you, I knew Anthony at school back in the day. Hello, where are you? How are you? I'm here, I'm in London. We're about to do a card. And we've been talking about healing. And guess which card came up? Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meditate and contemplate. It's the meditate and contemplate card. So this card basically is perfect for what we've been talking about today. It's the new moon in Pisces card. And it's perfect because, you know, there's really not much that's more healing than meditation and contemplation. Okay? New moon in Pisces. Because the full moon in Pisces, which I just turned to, it says, have you been having your head in the clouds? Maybe it's time to get back down to earth. But this is different. This is the opposite. This is the new moon in Pisces card. So it says, this card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. It suggests there's a new start coming your way connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the cloud and in a totally altered state. All right. If you're onto a good thing, wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If that all sounds a little wet and watery, that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and a new moon in Pisces cards can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Oh! So, and it says, additional meanings for this card, this situation is being healed. So there you go. It's all about healing. So think about healing. Think about what you need to heal, okay? Maybe write about it in your journal, or talk to your mum or your dad if you can, or talk to a friend or talk to a counsellor about what you need to heal. Because healing will actually change your life. you know, and that's why we do forgiveness every full moon, because that is the biggest healing thing, because you forgive yourself for anything you think you did, or you forgive someone else for anything you think they did. Okay, and when you do the healing, that's when everything else starts to fall into place. Okay, so there you go. There you go. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to do a single chant. I'm going to do the Hari Om chakra clearing chant before we go, just because it's very healing, because it starts to get our chakras into alignment, okay? So if you know it, chant along, and if you don't, just have a listen, okay? Just close your eyes and just breathe with the intention of being healed and coming into alignment. Here we go. Hari Om Nam Lam Am Vam Sim Ram Vam Yam Yam Ham Shiva Om Swaha. There we go, guys. All right, well, lots of love. Think about what you need to heal, and I will see you tomorrow. And if you want to chant, remember it's free, and you just sign up on my events page on Facebook. It's on Zoom. See you tomorrow.